my channel. I hope you're all well, hope you're enjoying the sunshine, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching it in the winter months, I hope you enjoyed the sunshine in the summer. If you're new to the channel, hi, welcome, it's nice to meet you all, and if you're returning, then welcome back. So I originally said that I would give you an update at the end of my first week of Exante. I will admit that didn't quite go to plan. It is now day 11 of my diet. I've had a super busy week, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get the recording done like I wanted to, but it's fine. There are pros and cons in the fact that because it's now been longer, I have more to tell you about. I have more things I can say, which is really, really good, I think. More helpful, to be honest, to you guys. So, how am I getting on? First and foremost, I love Exante. I think it's a really cool diet. I'm getting on really well with it. I'm not having many issues, to be honest with you. I'm getting really well with the products. And yeah, overall, I would say massive thumbs up to Exante. Really, really happy with the diet. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be the solution to my weight loss plan. So, first things, obviously, next thing, not first things first, I've said first things first, next thing up is weight loss. So in the first week, so you are only supposed to weigh yourself once a week. In my first week, I've managed to lose 8 pounds, which I was super excited about. I didn't expect to lose that much in the first week. Obviously, I'm fully aware that some of that is water weight, so water retention, so I don't expect to lose as much this week, but I was really, really happy with that. 8 pounds in a week, super happy, and I'm already feeling so much more confident. I feel better in some of my clothes, so it is really starting to have an impact, which is great. I started doing the full 3 products and a 200 calorie meal, which I did for the whole of the first week. And I'm aiming to drink about 3 litres of water a day, which, especially with the weather it is at the moment, is easy done, very easily kind of kept up with. I haven't drunk any sort of fizzies or anything like Coke, any Coke, any coffee, any tea, anything like that. It's just been water and squash throughout the whole first week. The next week coming into, obviously the week I'm doing now, I have actually progressed into doing 2 products and a 400 calorie meal. Although that's not exactly what Exante recommends, they do say that you can adapt it to make it suited to your needs and to how you work. And I found trying to eat 4 times a day was just a little bit too much for me. I wasn't always getting there, or by the evening I was starting to feel like I was really stuffed and I was forcing myself to eat the 800 calories, whereas being a meal and 2 products, I'm finding it a lot easier to kind of grasp and stuff. Now, in terms of the actual products, what I have been doing across the 11 days is kind of just separating them into 3 kind of piles. Pile 1 is absolutely love it, wonderful, really, really, really like it. Pile 2 is either it was okay, I would eat it if I have to, but maybe not the best, or I just didn't cook it right. And then I do have another pile which is things I just really didn't like. So yeah, which I think is really helpful, especially going forward. I'm finding that the vast majority of the products I really like, so I would probably be fine to order another 4-week box, because actually the majority I do like, whereas some people find that maybe they don't like the majority of the products. There's only very specific things they like, so therefore buying a whole week plan or 2 4-week plan is not the best idea. But for me, I'm finding that if needs be, I could do that because I like most of the products. So starting off with things I really liked, I have like an endless pile of shakes. I really like their shakes. I think they're fantastic. They're really, really nice. I've been blending mine with ice, which makes them really cold, which is lovely in this weather. It also makes them slightly thicker, so it feels like almost like a naughty little like frappuccino sort of thing. Obviously without the coffee, but it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like a kind of a diet drink. It feels like something you'd buy from a coffee shop. So I think that's a really good tip. Probably tip number 1, definitely blend them with ice if you can, because it makes them so much better. As I say, some of my faves have been things like salted caramel, lemon cheesecake's been amazing. I loved the white chocolate and raspberry, berries and cherries, chocolate, strawberry, cookies and cream. I mean, I just love them all. I think they're fantastic. I can't fault the vast majority to say, like, I've got a massive stack of them that I really like. Obviously, this isn't the full 11 days. What I've done is once I've had a flavour, I then just bin it if it's in the pile, so it's fine. In terms of shakes that maybe I didn't quite like, the coconut one I've put in my kind of, if I have to. It's okay, it's fine. I just found it's a kind of a little bit of a dull coconut. It's almost like a fake coconut. Now, obviously, it's not real coconut because it's made into like a powder, but for me, this actually tasted like a fake coconut. It didn't taste quite right. Whereas when I'm drinking the strawberry or the banana one, they did taste as I'd expect them to taste. So it wasn't horrible, it's not unedible, it just wasn't a massive favourite. It's not my go-to shake. It's if it's in today's pack, I will eat it, fine, but I don't jump towards it kind of thing. So that was on my if I have to pile. The only shake so far, which I know will split some people, because I know a lot of people in the Exante world absolutely love this one. For me, I really didn't, is the caramel latte frappe. So loads of people love this. For me, I'm not a huge coffee fan. I do like coffee. I will have a coffee if I'm really tired or in the winter months, things like that. And I will have a latte and things like that when I go to Costa or to Starbucks. But for me, there was something about this where the coffee in it just tasted fake, like really fake. My other half did actually try this and he really likes it. He thinks it's lovely. But for me, it just wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't very nice. The best way of describing it that me and my partner came to was, if you've ever had Revels and you've had the coffee Revel, it literally tastes like that. And unfortunately, I can't stand the coffee Revel, so that's where we kind of fell down. But yeah, it's essentially, imagine coffee Revel in a shake, is basically that one. So I didn't really like it, but I'm sure coffee lovers out there will absolutely adore this one and they will really like it. But unfortunately, it just wasn't for me. Moving on to like the desserts and the meals and the bits and bobs. One of my favourite kind of meals, or it's dessert, it's not a meal, it's a dessert, is butterscotch delight. I am a huge fan of Angel Delight's butterscotch. I absolutely love it. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I would so be eating it if I could eat it on this diet, but you can't. This, I have to give it to Exante, is so close to it. It's so close. It's slightly thicker, but I think that's due to the fact of, obviously, there's things in there like minerals and vitamins, which is part of the diet. So it is a little bit thicker than Angel Delight, but oh, it's lovely. It's so good. So definitely that's really cool. I made it with obviously cold water, which it says, and it says obviously to whisk it for 30 to 60 seconds. I literally followed it exactly as they recommended, and I thought it came out beautifully. It came out really well. Yeah, really like that one. That was really cool. Now, the gooey chocolate pudding was a bit of a mix with me, because I think I overcooked it and I burnt it, to be honest with you. So I think it was just something with this. It tells you to microwave it for 45 seconds. I would say no, 30 seconds, and check it, like definitely check it. And I put mine in a bowl purely because the picture is a bowl, so I thought a bowl would be fine. No, you need it in a cup, because a lot of people have stuck theirs in cups and it works really well. It's meant to have a gooey consistency, whereas when I cooked it, it was more like rubber, is the best way of describing it. But the centre was still slightly gooey, so I tasted that bit and realised, actually, I think this could be a really good product, but I just massively killed it. I overcooked it horrendously, which I think unfortunately swayed me in terms of my liking and disliking. But I didn't dislike it. I personally think I just overcooked it, which is obviously a bit of a problem. Now, I don't have both sachets on me, but in my dislike pile is unfortunately both the pancakes. Loads of people love them, and I'm sure that, you know, if you're going to try Exante, you may well love them too. But for me, I just found them very sickly sweet, but not in a way that you'd expect. Like, maple syrup is sickly sweet, it's meant to be sweet. that it's a pancake with a sweet sauce on it, not a sweet, sickly sweet pancake. So I just found them far, far too sweet. And I found them artificial is another word, obviously. Again, I know I'm saying that quite a few times again, but again, I've said again a lot there. It just wasn't what I expected. But it is a diet, it's diet products, it's not going to be like your fluffy, wonderful Scotch pancakes. So there's going to be some sort of change or discrepancy in it. So, you know, I'm sure it's lovely for lots of people, but for me, it just wasn't my cup of tea. And I love the shakes and bars so much that I don't actually need it. It's not a problem. Only thing I would say with this is be very careful with your pan. If it's too hot, they will burn so quickly. So you need a medium heated pan, really. Don't cook this on full high heat. It will burn it to smithereens. So just be very careful with that. So yeah, not a massive fan of the pancakes. In terms of the water infusers, I got two. One was free, one came with my pot. I absolutely love both of them. I think they're absolutely great. They're wonderful. I'm going to be buying more of them. I just think they're lovely. I don't normally like lemon and lime. I find it quite bitter when you buy lemon and lime in normal kind of squashes. Theirs is really nice. Like really, really, really nice. So yeah, can't complain with their water infusers at all. Again, with the shakes comes the bars, and I love all their bars. I think their bars are great. They're wonderful. What you will notice with Exante is they sort of come in two forms. You either get like what I would describe as like Rice Krispie treats, or like a gooey kind of consistency. And basically my divide on bars is down to that consistency. I really, really like the Rice Krispie based kind of bars. I think they're really nice. I find them really kind of light as well. I can pretty much eat a whole bar in one go. Whereas the gooey ones, I don't find them as enjoyable. They're fine and I will eat them and I'll get through them, but I find them slightly harder to eat in one sitting. So you do need to kind of break them up a little bit. But in terms of things, obviously I really like banana bread, which is one of their newer ones, is great. Lemon is fantastic. Carrot cake is really good. But I think my all-time favourite is the strawberry jam and yoghurt. It just doesn't taste like a diet bar. It's so nice. And as I say, I ate that in one go. So really, really good. So yeah, in terms of my first 11 days of Exante, I am loving it. I'm really enjoying it. I think all their products are fantastic. It's just a bit of experimenting and trial and error to find what you do and don't like, and just being kind of wary that you're gonna have to try things, and you might waste products. So I've made pancakes once, they were really bad, so I just had to bin them. You know, if you don't like something, there is no point forcing yourself to eat it. You might as well just bin it and then make another product, or have half a bar if you ate half your pancakes, kind of thing. So just be aware that you may have to try things when you first start out to find what you do and don't like, and then just go from there, kind of thing. The 200 calorie meals, I'm still experimenting with them. I've not quite got them right. Salad is a godsend. It makes it so much easier. Heck is really good in terms of their meat range. If it's chicken, they're very low in calories and they're really low in carbs, which is nice. Low dough is something you will hear endless amounts from Exante, and I strongly recommend getting some low dough. You can make pizza, you can make quiche, wraps, you can make flans and tarts and all different things, enchiladas from low dough. It's such a versatile product and it really helps. It really saves you when you're sort of sitting there thinking, I just don't know what to do. And like, I'm craving a pizza. Low dough is definitely a go-to, and I really like low dough. I think it's great. You can also get sort of skinny pastas and skinny rice. The only thing with them that I would really recommend, a lot of people say when you open them you get a really strong fishy smell, which you do. It's very, very strong. And people say, oh, you need to wash it. You really need to wash it. So you need to get sort of like a sieve, cold water, and you need to sort of run the cold water through it. And what I do is kind of swivel my hand around as well, so really move the rice or the pasta or whatever it is you're working with in there before you even cook it. Properly wash it, and that smell will completely disappear. Lots of people are saying they find it's still there when they've cooked it, and it's just down to not having washed it fully. It really has to be washed. I think I wash it for a good 30 seconds, if not a minute, just to make sure that all of that kind of fishy water it comes in is really washed off. And yeah, so that's been my first 11 days. I'm getting on really, really well with it. Obviously, if you're following me on Instagram, you'll be seeing all the different things that I've been eating and trying. You'll see my couple of disaster days where food just was a nightmare, but I still managed to stay on plan. And yeah, overall very, very happy. So I will update you hopefully in a couple of days' time. Just a quick video just to let you know what my weight loss has been like at the end of the second week. And I will try and do these weekly as best as I can. I won't go through all the products with you. What I'll probably just do on the next few videos is just anything that jumps out of me if I try something new, or if I finally manage to cook the gooey chocolate one correctly, then I will obviously just give you a shout, let you know how I did it and obviously how I got it to work properly. So yeah, hope that this has been helpful or interesting for anyone who's thinking about starting out with Exante, or anyone who already does Exante and just wanted a few ideas of what I've been up to. So far, so good. So yeah, if you like what you heard, please hit that like button. If you'd like to stay around for my venture, then please do subscribe. But for now, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye!